to say that Mr. Thompson and I did not work together on our speeches, but I think you'll find his introduction was ironically perfect. Thank you, Mr. Good evening. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this auspicious occasion. I read somewhere that life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but rather by the moments that take our breath away. High school graduation is for sure one of those moments. You graduates have worked hard to get here, and your parents have worked even harder to support you along the way. It's time for happiness and pride. My 5-year-old daughter, Janya, was part of the kindergarten graduation here on Sunday, and I cried my eyes out. I can still cry. I was so proud. So I can only imagine what you parents must be feeling today, seeing your baby sit here on stage looking so grown up. I'll stop crying. The kindergarten graduation made me think of the parallels between it and your graduation here this evening. Kindergarten graduation is the symbolic passage from child to young man or young woman. In the same way, this graduation is the symbolic passage of young man or young woman to adulthood. With this passage comes responsibility, hard work, and very adult decisions to be made. Yet we must remember where we come from. We should never lose touch with our inner child, though often the outside world would dictate that we must. There's a charming book called Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. It reminds us of the basics that sometimes we as adults forget. Consider this list of things that kindergartners learn. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. My 2 girls, Lois and Jen, make about it every day. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Warm cookies and cold milk always cheer up a blue day. Learn and think and draw and paint and sing and dance and play every day. Take a nap every afternoon. It's my personal favorite. When you go out into the world, watch for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. Flush the toilet when you're finished. And be aware of wonder. The last one is, of course, the most important. Be aware of the wonder around you, and suddenly the possibilities in front of you are limitless. Adults often lose touch with that wonderful childlike quality of dreaming seemingly impossible dreams. The foundation you have laid at the YIS is extremely unique. At the recent International Day here at school, we learned that we interact daily with people from more than 30 countries. It's routine for us to mix it up with people from Asia, Africa, North America, Europe, Australia, and even if you talk to my 2 little Dominican Republican girls, South Americans. I attended some top-rated schools in the United States. I thought they were full of cultural differences, and they were to some extent due to the United States' status as a melting pot. But just because my classmates looked different didn't mean they were multicultural. Just because they were a different religion doesn't mean that they knew anything about their religious heritage. I have traveled to more than 40 countries and lived on 5 continents, and I have never had such interaction with so many varied and mixed cultures as I have here as part of the YIS family. As you head up to the next phase in your life, I hope you realize what a gift you have been given to go to school here. In your next school, you will likely, looking at the list of schools that you're going to, be one of thousands rather than one of 6. You may not have the supportive, protective family feeling that you have had here at the YIS. Your next school may be very monocultural. You may be with 1 or 2 different ethnicities instead of the polycultural mix that we have here. Maybe you will find people from less stable family relationships or financial standings. Maybe you'll meet people who've never left their native country and don't know what happens outside of their national borders. We look to our professors and teachers for experience and knowledge, but you may find that yours have far less life experience than you do. You may have to learn tolerance for others in a whole different way than you have experienced before. Draw strength and confidence from what you have lived at YIS. Self-confidence is the key to success. And you know what? It's worth it to say it again. Self-confidence is the key to success. All great leaders have one thing in common. They have unwavering self-confidence. And one thing that all the losers in the world have in common is a lack of self-confidence. In our house, we have a family motto, which is, yes, I can. We use it whenever we are unsure whether or not we can do something. We repeat that phrase to each other until we believe it. Your teachers, your parents, your friends, and your very experience here have given you the tools and support to dream big. So you owe it to yourself to use those tools to build the life you want and achieve your wildest dreams. Tell yourself, yes, I can. Graduates, say it. Yes, I can. Oh, come on. Yes, I can. That's what I want to hear. As Mr. Thompson mentioned, I was pleased to be part of the working group here at YIS earlier this year when we rewrote the mission statement. In my opinion, the result was an inspiring, ambitious, and unique statement that included the dedication to encourage our students to achieve their wildest dreams. As you move on to the next phase in your lives, I would encourage you to take this to heart and go for it. Chase your wildest dreams with a childlike inhibition. Raise your expectations for yourself. Expect miracles. Expect the best. Expect divine guidance. And expect your fortunes to change. When you dream big and you see yourself realizing those dreams, and when you can feel yourself living the way you want to live, it is at that moment that your dreams start to come true. Napoleon Hill said, first comes thought, then organization of that thought into ideas and plans. Then the transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is imagination. Being European, of course, my wonderful husband is a football fanatic. Thus, the World Cup has been on since it began in our house. The theme song has gone through my head so many times. It's a beautiful song selected by the host country, South Africa, which is where my family and I lived before we moved here to Yanbu. I'd like to read a portion of the lyrics to the song as I feel it encapsulates this evening. Give me freedom, give me fire. Give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. You define us, make us feel proud. The streets are exalted as we lose our inhibition. Celebration is all around us, every nation, all around us. Singing forever young, singing songs underneath that sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. I would like to say on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the ISG District, as a member of the YIS family, and as a mom, play fair, be nice, and don't forget to flush. As a reminder of what I've said, I brought each of you some cookies and milk. I wish you sincere congratulations on your accomplishment, and best wishes for the road ahead. Thank you very much.
Now we'll continue with awarding the diploma.